Alright guys, here we go. I'm in the kitchen again, and I have a few jars here. You'll probably hear Cody talking in the background. He's talking with one of his friends. And what we're going to do is I went down and I bought one of these, a glass cutter. I used to have one, but I don't know what the heck happened to it. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to find some books and I'm going to score a line all the way around. I've seen in some kits, glass cutting jar or bottle kits, they have a band that wraps around both sides of the score line to help channel the hot water, so that way you don't end up with goofy scores. But what I did is, see what these are. This is actually, you know, those floor mats that you buy at the Harbor Freight. Yeah, I took the floor mat and I put it down, and I took the jar and I put the jar over it, marked it with an ink pen, drew around it, and then went out maybe about another ½ inch and then drew around it again, cut out with a razor blade. So now we're going to put this, I'm going to put the score line and then put these on there, and then, yeah, pour the hot water on the score line. Okay, so, oh, hot water. Let's see. Now, this jar has a little bump to it, or a little ridge, so I'm going to try to put the score line on this thing right at that point. Maybe. Alright, so now that we've got the score line, let's, looks like it didn't get very deep on that spot. Okay, analyze this a little bit. Okay, now it looks about right, so let me move the camera and go get over there to the water. Alright, I got some cold water running here. This is the best point of view shot I could get with the camera. I have some hot water over there. Now the secret to doing this is to make sure, from your guys' point of view, I'm going to be pouring the water either on this side or this side, but I want the water to wrap around only one side and drop off while I rotate it in the direction of the splitting cut that's going to be happening. So that's kind of one of the secrets with this. Plus, you want to rotate it at an even speed and do a full 360. So while I'm pouring it, I'm going to have to make sure I set my hand up in the correct position while I'm pouring, so I can do a full 360 with it. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Looks like a pretty decent even cut. Yeah. Now it's time to do the top part. Alright, now we're doing the top. Ooh. Stand up. Stand up. No, we got a cylinder. Voila. Now all I gotta do is take this out, put it on some sandpaper, even all these edges out a little bit. Alright guys, so that's it. Took the bottom off of this jar, and remember they started out being spaghetti jars. You know, the spaghetti jars you get from Walmart. Yeah, so, and by putting on these two bands, it helps channel the hot water when you pour the hot water, because it's the hot water that splits the glass. As the glass heats up, it expands, and when you got the score in there, the expanding of the two pieces together create a split. It's not so much the cold water, it's the hot water that helps the split. So, yeah, or maybe it's the cold water. Well, either way, it's the fluctuation in the temperatures of the glass that creates the split. So there you go, two little bands cut out of a Harbor Freight mat, you know, floor mat. That's all they are. Real rough. Tried to get this inner part as smooth as I could so it would create a good water seal when I would stuck them over, but for the most part they worked great. And these are tight on the jar. When I drew it around the jar, I made sure I drew it smaller. So when I go to put it on the drawer, it's tight. And same with this one. So if I had a score line in the middle here, and you know what, I made it so that way on both sides of the score line I had maybe about 1/8 inch to 3/8, something like that. No, like 1/4 to 3/8, something like that. It was about that big. You know, I had the score line in the middle. So I didn't have no big whopping gap in between it and then had the score line here. No. I wanted to make sure that when I poured that hot water, it would go right down the channel and flow right down the side and split the glass evenly. And yeah. So we've got the bottom of this one, and we've got the bottom and top of this one with just a cylinder left over. Now I don't know if this is a perfect 90-degree cut. I'll be able to find that out when I get out into the garage. But yeah, for like a candle or something like that, this would probably work really well. Some oil burner or something. Alright guys, so thumbs up the video, comment down below, and tell me what you guys think of that idea. And if you haven't done so yet, please jump over to Patreon and help out over there. It helps these videos happen. And I'll see you guys in the next one.